When I see the new system, I always see. I see all of them. You can even bring this system to my office now. They are watching it. Which one? Now your voice, I get my laptop. I let people in my office to watch it. You need to understand. You don't want to carry about it. We are working on
All right, good morning, viewers. So welcome to the program once again. The City Stand, and I'm Michael Adekunle. It is the 13th of October 2025, and we are reaching you live from Lagos, Nigeria. All the way from City Stand, from the newsstand, we say welcome to this modern live broadcast. October respondents as well that are at the stand with me this morning. I say happy new week to you guys. Welcome to the program. Thank you.
Good morning to all our esteemed viewers across the world. Thanks for always being there.
Good morning, man. How are you doing today?
Yeah, fine.
Good morning, our esteemed viewers globally. It's a very brand new week, a week of progress, a week of success, a week of tranquility and peace. I say you are all welcome on this great city stand.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, good to be here again. Happy brand new week, and we really appreciate you guys that have been supporting us, that have been supporting us. God bless you all. God bless your generation. We'll never lack, and this week we are entering will be a successful week for every one of us.
All right, so good morning to you. Yeah, Vivi.
I know they are available all the time.
Wow.
But I really great city town. You really try. I see your atmosphere everywhere. So I even empower people to stay close.
Wow, that's great.
You know, we are working on transformation. Yes, of the nation. Of the nation. We are working on.
Transformation of the nation. Yeah.
Yes, transformation in the nation. So if we not transform, we can't work. We can't still believe in our old system. The Bible says, clean the old wine bottle before you give me one. So we are believing on transformation. So transformation, when it comes, we are all free. Understand me? Old age lifestyle, you know, there's no youth there. Old Baba in their old mindset. You get it? They cannot transform those mindset because of their what is in their heart. So when we need a nation that we can transform mindset and bring growth of new generation to our what, to our realm, so that we can move on. So that is what we are looking for, transformation of the nation. Every state, every federal government must be transformed. The system of those old times must be over.
Now with which party?
Yeah, with that GPN.
GPN.
We are working on it. GPN is what
You've not been saying anything about
yes, it's good people, Nigerian good people. We are working on it. To bring a party in Nigeria is very hard. You need to know that. To form a party in Nigeria today is very hard. Before we would inform just like meeting me.
So how far have you gone with GPN?
We are working on it. We are campaigning. Facebook everywhere. You see, you are posting. GPN is coming in to transform the nation. It's not the idea of Yoruba or idea of Igbo or idea of anybody. It's idea of God. Transform the country. You understand me? Transformation is only what we want. Not be looting. Not be looting. Make the money. Central bank, you, me, all of us, we are in one country. Abi? We are the owner of everything. So don't alone enjoy. Let all of us take with it. You understand me? That's what we are looking for. You understand? Not be only you go enjoy Nigeria, all of us will enjoy Nigeria. You are the owner of the country. All of us are citizens of the country. You understand me? So all of us will enjoy it. All of us will see something good for it. Not only your children, my children too. Your children too. So that's why we are thinking. We are bringing good thinking, good facts to transform the nation. We don't get time for all those speech of doom. Yesterday I talk about all this money they say they borrow. You don't borrow any money. In service day they used to lose our currency. They don't borrow CC. I know their game. I'm a 100% science. I know their game. They shout that they borrow. They don't borrow 1 naira. Service debt. You see, not 1 trillion. They use it to do our money, come and share. They are building houses, completing their own uncompleted buildings. So they share money by looting. Saying this, you are borrow money. Where do you borrow? You borrow money from China. You don't pay China finish. Another country come borrow you. You pay China finish. So how this country begin to borrow you money when you don't even pay the first debt? Mortgage is here. You say they borrow you money. So Tinubu and APC government use service debts to lose our money. Say they borrow. They borrow nothing. They borrow nothing. Shish. Understand me? So now, how do we know that they don't borrow? Call any president of a country. Then you can't talk about borrow Nigeria. So amount can never see it. It's game. Understand me? Service debt 1 trillion. Is our currency they print and ship out? Service debt. Who they now? Central bank governor is Yoruba. Minister of Finance is Yoruba. So Europe and our country beat our currency out every blessed day. They say they are borrowing money and they are paying service debt. Service debt is looting. It's in the name of borrow. So Sino Place is a toy. They tell him as a toy. He have nothing. He have nothing like if you read that panel. How many people agree? Bah. If you don't agree, can you? He have no power on his own. You understand me? Sino President have no single power. In the rest of that thing, how many people agree? If you don't agree, cry before you knock it. I mean, is there a way? Can a party wake up now and just say, I say this? Nobody will. It's a Senate. If you don't know the power of Senate. When people agree, it's how many people agree, they raise up and didn't knock the party. Majority carry the vote. So you don't have mouth in saying that what you need to know, even for him to investigate it, but when they say, but you can't investigate it. Because Yoruba people are fantastically corrupt. They have the skill.
Wow.
What's that mean?
Fantastically corrupt.
Fantastically corrupt. So they don't have the skill of this corruption, very perfect. You don't go things, you think say they are right, but they are not right. You think say they are the best, but they are not best. You think the right pastor is the too powerful pastor, but nothing. Just fantastically. Praise them well. So that's why you think that everything is normal, it's not normal. People are looting money, they are looting currency, they are not saying that service debt. Service debt. Where do they borrow the money? Tell me where they borrow. All these media writers are Yoruba children. They are the 80% of the media writers. So when you see they say they borrow money, where do you borrow you? Who borrow you the money? You don't pay money finish for China. Frank go borrow you. You pay the money of China finish. So countries are stupid to borrow Nigeria money when you don't pay your mortgage. So you need to understand what is going on. We must think of how to defend the nation. It's not the way they do it. Don't you say the way they will help us? Right? This is the time for them to loot. They are looting, seriously looting. Beating all their see, no house now that is not being completed by Yoruba. Every house will be uncompleted is complete now because they are looting money, they are sharing money. It has never happened that Yoruba man because central bank governor. It has happened in Nigeria. They were going to school since, at professor since. It never happened. This is the first time. You know how they loot. They loot bastard. But you know. So you need to understand. So we need to understand the power that they can. How will we can we transform Nigeria? Can we rebrand the country? Can we take these guys out and tell them to what to go and have peace? Now let us bring Nigeria to what we want. What we want is what is everybody Nigerian system. Everybody live good. Understand me? Nobody outside, nobody human, nobody live. Everybody live good.
That's what we want, right?
That's what we want. Live good life. Everybody. Let Nigeria become a nation of everybody. Don't carry your power to suppress order. Let everybody enjoy our dear country. It's too sweet. And we have enough to take enjoy. So that's what we are bringing in. Not you to be one side, this is our turn, this is our turn. No.
So when are we expecting GPN?
Now they are working on it. It's going to be don't worry about it. It's going to become.
When should we expect it?
We are expecting it to come in from next year.
Next year.
Flyer will come in, poster will come in.
2026.
Yes, GPN is coming in to be able to what we say support GPN for good government. If we are bringing good government, yes, it's coming in. The poster will be everywhere. Post is coming in Facebook everywhere. So we are trying to what we love Yoruba, we love people, we love everybody. Let us make it.
All right. I don't want to go to. I know you're going to work now.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Let's quickly move down to what's happening. All right. Let me quickly go to the front page of the paper we have. This one, the Punch newspaper. All right, to our viewers watching us right now, we say welcome to the program once again, and to the viewers commenting, dropping comments in the comment section, greeting us this Monday morning. We say happy new week to you all. Thank you for joining us. Sunshine 247, you're welcome to the program. We have Andrew Bujimi all the way from UK. We say good morning to you. You're welcome to the program. Additional Abdul is also here, saying good morning to everyone. They stand all the way from UK, London. We say good morning to you, additional Abdul. All right, Michael Daniels, yeah, good morning to you. Julius Osunde is also here. Allow me, Yusuf is here. Tanimola Joseph, we say good morning to everybody at this time. I will say good morning to you all. Happy New Week. Ezenwo Rumola, Rumola, thank you for joining us. We have 7 Heaven at this time with us this morning as well. Say good morning to you. All right, the Punch newspaper was the paper saying at this time this morning. ASU rejects federal government's proposal, begins 2-week strike today. ASU begins 2-week warning strike today. It started 12 o'clock. Yeah. All right, let's see what government will say concerning the strike, if the strike will be called off or not. They have called for government to meet with their demands. I hope the Nigeria government will do the needful on this. Union snaps government peace talks over unpaid arrears. Others insist on industrial action. We move down to the top of the paper this morning, page 41. On 2027, no pact with Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, says former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi. You can go to page 41 to see this. We have on page 33, Naira hits 10-month high on strong FX inflows. On to the next one, Edu recovering, no plans for replacement, says presidency. That's on the state of health of the finance minister. Edu presidency says he's recovering and there's no plan to replace him. You can go to page 18 of the Punch to see more of this. All right, we have page 18 here again. Was this story all about Tinubu under fire over presidential pardon for drug offenders. President Tinubu under fire over presidential pardon for drug offenders. You can go to page 18 to see this. More Kwara abductees rescued as military sustains pressure on bandits. Military sustains pressure on bandits, and we have abductees being rescued by our Nigerian military. On to the next one, to arrested over Mona's death as at Oshun funeral party. This is on page 5, and the last story we have here before I read out some of the stories we have as well on my phone. Killings. Adeleke denies hiding. Amotekun commander blasts APC. Adeleke denies hiding Amotokun commander blasts the ruling of progressives Congress. Like I said earlier on, we have other stories here. We have Bwala's story on board this morning, which we'll be looking at. What did he say? Nigeria is safer under Tinubu. Nigeria is safer under President Bola Tinubu. There are certain stories we don't need to treat, but sometimes we don't have choice. We don't have choice. We just need to do it. I know some of our viewers will be reacting to what Daniel Bwala said this morning. He's a special advisor to President Bola Tinubu on policy communication. All right, let's quickly read out this story. He has asserted that Nigerians are safer under the current administration than they were before 2023. Nigerians are safer under this current administration than they were before 2023, arguing that key indicators of insecurity have significantly improved since Tinubu assumed office. Bwala said incidents. All right, can I still get it here? Yeah. Okay, arguing that okay, has improved since Tinubu assumed office. Bwala said incidents such as prison breaks and broad day light kidnappings, which were frequent in the country before Tinubu's presidency, have largely stopped. Let us underline that word, have largely stopped. Apart from that, we still have a warning or an advice coming from the works Minister Dave Umahi. He has told Nigerians to stop demarketing the country. Please stop demarketing your country, says Minister of Works David Umahi. All right, Umahi, who stated this in an interview with the news agency of Nigeria in Abuja, decried what he described as a growing culture of negativity and public condemnation of Nigeria. All right, we shall be looking at all these stories together. I have gentleman Mike with me and Vincent. You're welcome once more.
Thank you, Mike, for having me. I say good morning once again to our esteemed viewers globally, and I say good morning, Nigeria.
Okay. So thanks for having me as well, and I greetings to all our esteemed viewers across the world. And let me also quickly appreciate once again the gesture of Mrs. Tina last week. We so much appreciate that gesture. May God continue to bless you. Thank you so much.
All right,
let me also lend a voice to that. Mrs. Tina has been a stalwart, so to say, on this platform. She has always been there. Our sustained generosity on city stands, has no parallel. I think it stands tall, and God will continue to bless you in every ramification of life, in every sphere of human endeavor. I will just say God will continue to bless you as you continue to put light and smile on the faces of city stands and in general. Thank you for being here.
All right, are we not in this country? Are you not in the country? Vincent, gentleman Mike, are you not in the country? Bwala said Nigerians safer under the watch of President Bola Tinubu. You are aware of the insecurity challenges we are facing? Kidnappings, killings, destruction of properties. So what is happening? You see that. Don't let me use. So you see what is happening in Kwara State. See what is going on in Plateau. See what is going on in Benue, Zamfara, Katsina, and others. Why did you say that? He's not aware of what is going on.
Daniel is only trying to be economical with the truth. If you should come out and be saying all this, I will call it this taste by moonlight. I think it's not. It doesn't really go down well with me. I believe that he must be talking from an hallucinating point of view, because to me, for any person that care to listen, City Stand will not refrain from speaking the reality, and of which I belong to. I want to believe that happens in recent past. I don't know whether Daniel Bwala was in this country when it happened, and this sustained attack of this terrorist act. I don't know where he was, or rather he is, to have come out to say that under President Bola Tinubu, security challenges has already been tamed. I don't know the yardstick that he has used in coming out to position himself on this matter. I want to believe that he should go back again. If he has not really woken well to reality, he should go back to bed and sleep again, so that he could see crystal clear to know that what is really happening, or to ask his immediate environment of the happenings that has happened in recent past. That's just my take on that.
Gentlemen, despite continued reports of killings, kidnappings across the country, Daniel says Nigerians are safer under the watch of President Bola Tinubu. Let's get your reaction on this.
Thank you. You said continuous reports. That means it has always been in the media space. So these are not our words or our position in the recess of it, or something that is in the news already. So for somebody to be saying something contrary to what's already in the media space, I think Bwala has been mischievous. And just as my brother says, very economical with the reality. When people are beclouded, when the sense of reason of people are beclouded by the media sentiments, and because of their loyalty to a particular cause, then it calls for concern. Much as I understand that he has a job to do, which is to launder the image of the administration, I also know that when something is obvious enough, I think owning up will not kill anybody. Saying it the way it is will not be a crime. Just tell us how you are addressing it, rather than living in denial of the reality. It's been mischievous, as I've said, and it's most unfortunate that such a statement is coming from him. The media space have been full of stories of insecurities in the last couple of months, Michael. Of recent, even a military base again, and that again is very important, because that's become a recurring decimal that our military bases have been attacked. From time to time. This is something that ought to have been like a suicide mission, if you should dare such, in the recess of it, but it has become so cheap that our military bases have been attacked, our soldiers have been killed. You know how many soldiers we've lost, even if you begin to count from this administration, not to talk of the Buhari administration and Jonathan administration. So these are facts that is in the media space, and for anyone to deny that, the person is not being truthful, Michael.
Let's quickly look at what he pointed out. He said broad day light abduction in Nigeria has reduced. I don't know if the rate of kidnapping has reduced in the country, but just last week, if I'm not making a mistake, last week some Nigerians were kidnapped in Kwara, and we have it in the news this morning that our military men have been able to rescue some of them. Has it really reduced?
You see, when we check the momentum of criminality in Nigeria and the so-called political will be dispensed by the state actors in trying to checkmate, you see, it is insignificant to what they have really perpetrated on Nigerians. And when you now juxtapose these two ends, you will see that whatever is being dished from that corridors of the state is not in tandem with the current reality on ground. And whenever people of the like of Daniel Bwala comes out to say something that is not realistic, I begin to wonder what is really happening. If you call yourself a special advisor, or to the president, is it how you are going to advise the president on the way to go? Mike, you recall that the CDS, Chief of Defence Staff, once said that we should all try and brace up for a skill in martial arts. And if somebody of that stature who have spoken in that light, then who is Daniel Bwala? But that man is a military person, and he knows where the battle, where the heat is. I think I want to follow the route of CDS, because to some extent it bears a semblance of truth in his submission concerning the security architecture that is currently facing the land.
Let's compare it with Buhari-led administration, the rate of kidnapping in Nigeria. In Tinubu's administration, has it really reduced?
Not at all, Michael.
Because we used to have it during Buhari's time.
It's still there. It's still with us. I mean, I give it to our frontline security agency, especially the military. These guys are working under a condition that is not favorable in terms of the level of support they should be getting, and to the point that we now have military guys, opening a social media account where they ventilate their displeasure as they do their job and all, which we are not likely to see before now. So to compare even with the last administration, nothing has changed in my view. We've not really nipped it in the bud as we ought to. All levels of criminality are still on. Unfortunately so. The kidnapping you are talking about, Michael, you need to travel even from here to part of other southwest states. You will be in palpable fear moving through those corridors and all of that. But anybody can just jump out of the bush and the rest will be calling for ransom. So we have a lot of insecurity issues. Our military guys have been overstressed from what we are seeing. What they are supposed to cover is too massive for them, and I think they are doing all their best in spite of the unfavorable condition. So for me, I have not seen a respite when it comes to the issue of insecurity, even from the point Muhammad Buhari left it. I've not seen it like it.
All right, let's move down to what the Minister of Works said. David Umahi, please stop demarketing your country. It's not good. Don't dent the image of Nigeria. But this is a country where citizens feel neglected. Vincent, can patriotism thrive in such country?
You see, it's a sad commentary on the posture of the country. When people that are meant to take Nigeria to the next level are now being seen having their hand and their leg deep in corruptible acts. A case in point is just what has just happened. Why would Umahi be coming to public TV and be dishing out lies that you cannot even substantiate? Then you begin to wonder, what kind of a minister do we have? That was what led to his trading jobs with Rufai of Rice TV. And when you continue to look at that kind of theatrics, or a kind of a tale by moonlight being told by a Minister of Works, then you begin to wonder, because I believe that leadership should be held accountable. Anything that makes a man to say he wants to render service, and that service is geared towards humanity or the people under a given confinement, then that person holds a duty to give account of his or her still worship. It's the reason why Umahi is trying to be economical with the truth, because he's being posed a question that demands a realistic response, and he's trying to dance around it like a masquerade dance. Then it's not even good for our polity. I believe under a kind of a very good climate where things work well, Umahi should have tendered his resignation by now, because that is how a very progressive society and egalitarian society is being run. And if Umahi could just come out and tell us that we should not demarket, have you not also started demarketing Nigeria in terms of speaking the truth or dignifying what government or governmental apparatus stands for? At times when you continue to hear all these things, it is highly reprehensible. It is mind-numbing. We are supposed not to have all these kind of people in the corridors of power. in the first place. If all the things, we have a very good template that stands, for the yearnings of the people. And that is my take.
Yeah, gentleman Mike, I believe it is the citizens' right to express frustration over poor governance, over bad governance in the country. Do you subscribe to what Umahi said? Stop the market in the country.
Well, maybe you need to explain more what he meant by demarketing. If saying things the way they are is what translates into demarketing, then I think he has a lot of explanation to do for Nigerians. Demarketing in what sense? That you are engaging in what people are not pleased with and they needed to speak it out. As that translates into demarketing the nation, I think they should concentrate on their own job. When you get your job done, even a blind man to some extent can perceive that this job has been done, and you will do less of stress trying to tell Nigerians how to react to what you're doing. I think they are making a big mistake by thinking. See, I have always expressed that patriotism is a two-way flow, from leaders to followers, followers to leadership, and all of that. You must also be concerned about the people you are leading. That is the way patriotism works. When you hear that an average citizen of maybe the US wakes up in the morning and say, "God bless this country," he's not saying it on an empty stomach. He's not saying it not having power and all of those basic amenities and all of that. So he's saying it because he also know that the nation is responsible to a large extent about his or her affairs. Every American citizen in this country, their government knows exactly where they are. At the snap of their finger, they can have them converge at a certain point if there are threats to their lives and all of that. So when a country also give you that level of support in terms of we care about you, you are our citizen, and we love you, we care about you, and they are demonstrating it, not just saying it verbally, then patriotism becomes natural. And that's the way I see it. Patriotism becomes natural in such sense. An average Nigerian is asking question: what have I been benefiting from being in Nigeria? Our leaders not answering this basic question. Give me one thing that they can point to that for being a citizen of this country, this is what is it for me. And I think it's a rhetorical question for our leaders that they should ponder upon. That's what is Nigerian benefiting? Why are people thinking of even leaving the country and go and become even a third class in another country and all of that? So it is because they are being third class in those places is still far better than being the first class in their own country, which is most unfortunate. It ought not to be, but that's the true picture.
All right, the viewers in the comment section, let us react to this statement by David Umahi. Stop the marketing in Nigeria. You've heard what our analysts have said this morning concerning the statement of the Minister of Works. Now let me go to the comment section to see what some of our viewers are saying. I think I saw a message by Tata Awu, and he's saying that you're talking about the market in Nigeria when Nigeria is penalizing Nigerians home and abroad. Yeah, Nigeria and Nigerians see situation. This is Tata Awu. On to the next one. BT Prince is here. BT Prince, welcome to the program. Thanks for joining us this Monday morning. But to be honest, gentlemen, securing the nation is everyone's responsibility. Nigeria is still safer than other nations. Wow. All right, that's BT Prince reacting to Daniel Bwala's statement on the state of the nation insecurity. All right, Gohan Abdul is here. We have Nathalie Labu saying, "Good morning, Global City Stand," and we say, "Welcome, Nathalie Labu." On to the next one is Zenwo Rumola. What is he saying? We are all expecting anything more. Bwala that speaks with two sides of his mouth. Bwala and Reno are twins. On to the next one. Nathalie Labu, Sunshine. Yosh. Oh, all right. I think he's reacting to Sunshine there. Let's move down to some other persons. Okay, we still have people trying to type and respond to what we are discussing this morning. But before going into some of their comments, let's react to ASU strike, 2-week warning strike.
You see, it has become a recurring decimal in our educational setup in this country. That why must institutions that are supposed to bear an egalitarian and a democratic setting is being found wanting, and nobody is even talking. Though it's not peculiar to this government alone, we've always have it over time from successive governments that have come to the fore to say they want to rule over the affairs of this nation. Therefore, crying out loud, you can see what the way they are. Turn education institution into now. When you see the way everything is being played out, it shows that, and this same set of people carry their own children outside the country. You understand? For educational purposes. Therefore, they don't care about what happens with the educational system. I could recall many years back when I went when I was in university, I knew how much I paid as a tuition fee. But go to that same institution today, go and ask how much is their tuition fee now, you will cry. And that was not the people, the progenitor of that institution, that was not what they envisaged. They built that institution for people that are not from a very well comfortable home, to go there and exhibit their talent, so that they themselves will have, a true passage in having that attain that education. And you know that education kills the blight of ignorance. And any uneducated society is bound to have baboons, dogs, and all manners of behavior. And I'm afraid if the people in the National Assembly and in the entire government apparatus could also be mooting an idea of having a salary increase for themselves, then it shows that they don't. I raised an hashtag on this platform. I said the ruling elite, they don't really care about us. You see, you can make allusion to that man, and everything is pointing out that these people, they are only there for themselves. They are there just for tea break and everything. They don't even care what the average Nigerian suffers. That is why it's a sad commentary that you can see. Even if you go to that education today, even obtain education in Nigeria today, how much value does he even have compared to the days of the year? And when you begin to wonder, it's amounted to a glorified attainment of just a paper certificate. Because when you see the curriculum, it's not well loaded as it's supposed to be. Because when they ask for a kind of funding, they will just turn a blind eye. Is that what the kind of society we want to run? For crying out loud, ASU, what ASU is asking for is insignificant to the amount of money being borrowed. And they can settle this thing and nip it in the bud once and for all. If they really have the will, or they are conscientized towards that. I believe that for now, they ought to up their ante instead of playing politics with our lives. Because many children, if you fail to educate those children that ought to be in school, you are breeding another ground for miscreants and all those kind of political jobbers, all kinds of misfits for the society. And it's not even good for our nation.
Gentlemen, it seems it's now a norm to use strike as negotiation tool, on issues. You see what ASU is doing now. The Prengasan and Dangote strike is still ongoing. I don't know if you've not called this off. It's still ongoing. It's off. But they're still dragging.
There is no definitive stand over that imbroglio that we once had. And I think that as time goes on, you see Nigeria, nothing really, there's no cohesion everywhere. We have all this balkanization of not too thorough policy, and confronting us everywhere. Every divide you go, you don't continue to see. When you wake up to see another thing. Yesterday I slept. I never even envisaged that they will start this strike until today when I woke up. There's nothing that is animating me with excitement. Each day I wake up in this country, every time we keep on hearing south tales, southeast, and the government at the center keep on giving us just by moonlight.
Must we even go on strike before issues are being resolved?
Unfortunately, that's the only language the government understands. Unfortunately, so that's the only language. That is the only time government will start saying, "Okay, let's have a very serious meeting." I mean, if you look at most of these institutions, most of these labor center, before they proceed on strike, they talk to governments. We are giving you this number of days to address this matter and all of that. That must have been done. I want to believe. And when they are not seeing anything concrete, they declare strike. Again, we must put it, unfortunately, so ASU has proceeded on another 2 week. They call it comprehensive strike. Very importantly, there's going to be a 2 week comprehensive strike, just as we have always had it in our nation. So the question is, what is in this agreement that government cannot really take care of? Why must bodies like ASU and every other, don't forget, a few couple of months ago, we've had the medical people and all of that. So we have always had those bodies threatening with strike, threatening the nation with strike. Unfortunately, as well, it is the people that bears the brunt. Most of the kids of our politicians are not even in the country. They are having their education elsewhere, outside of the shores of our nation. So they may not really feel it. It is average Nigerians that unfortunately we bear the brunt of those strikes. So how long shall we going to continue having strikes upon strikes, destroying our educational institution, destroying some of the other bodies that are meant to service the nation? Government must wake up, negotiate with these guys as fast as possible, and let them get back to the class. Our ivory tower should not be messed up on the altar of incessant strikes. Michael.
All right, William Sokameme says, two gentlemen, Mr. Vincent and Gentleman Mike, if you guys continue listening to the statement of these present politicians, Nigeria will not move forward. Revolution in every, maybe I think he's trying to say revolution is what can settle the situation. All right, thank you so much, Gentle Vincent. Thank you for joining me this morning. Okay.
Good morning, sir. I'm saying good morning, Mr. Mike. You're most welcome. Our global anchorman of system. May God bless you. Because continue to bless you, continuously, perpetually in Jesus' name. I'm also saying good morning to our lady Amazon, as somebody called her, Mrs. Tina, for the kind gestures you extended to me last week through our anchorman, Mr. Mike. May God bless you, and may God continue to consistently, perpetually bless you in every area and every else. And all our global viewers as well, I say good morning. I do my humble self, Mr. Ojolajide. You are most welcome.
I say good morning to all our viewers across the globe. Say thank you, and you are welcome you in brand new week filled with joy, glory of God. And I will not forget to thank all our EPA on this platform, started from Mrs. Tina. Yes. I want to thank you especially for the gesture that you bestowed on me last week. I say may God continue to bless you. My mind always, pray for you all the time. Whenever I'm eating, whatever I'm doing, my mind is giving you blessing. Pray for you that you will never sick, because you are blessed, and for God will never let you sick. He will continue to bless you. Sorrow will not locate you. Thank you very much. And all our supporters, I say may God continue to help you.
All right, thank you so much, Femi, for that great prayer. All right, ASU rejects federal government's proposal, begins 2-week strike today. Olajide, does it mean we've not learned from? I don't want to use we. The government has not learned from previous strikes.
Mr. Mike, the word you used earlier is correct one. We. Yes, you're right.
But we are not the cause.
No.
I don't want to say the citizens.
Mr. Mike,
all right.
It's our society.
Okay.
Because our brothers, our children, our sisters, our cousins, just name it, they are in the school. So if you say we, you are right. You
and causes damage.
Yes,
to the education.
Yes, the word we use initially is a perfect word. It's supposed to be which you are yes. See, what I know is that the people in government, they are not concerned about Nigerians. Otherwise, yes, if you are concerned about Nigerians, is it this time ASU going on strike? It's because their priority is not well laid out. if you have made the priority well out, if education has been one of the priority, Mr. Mike, if education has been one of the priorities of the government and is well laid out, maybe number 1 or number 2 in the list, they will not allow ASUU strike to comment for a day. They won't allow it because they know they'll be grounding thousands of Nigerian students, boys and girls, at home. People supposed to be at the place of their institutions to be learning. They'll be grounded. They'll be doing nothing. They will not be exposed to crime and insecurity. Whatever you can just give up. Social misdirection is what they will not be exposed to. But because we don't have the government that prioritize things according to the expectation of Nigeria, that's why we have this kind of development coming up. Tell me, before this time, ASUU must have served minimum of 2 weeks notice to government. If a responsible government is in power, don't see what should have happened. You have called them to roundtable discussion, and then we look into the matter before the final days of commencement of the strike. But because the people we have in government, they are not responsible to us. They are not there by our vote. They manipulated their way to power, so they are not responsible to our earnings, our expectations. So they can tell us go to hell, and if we say after go to hell, they say go to court, go and do your worst. They are telling us go do your worst. They are not responsible because of non-prioritization of good thing that is count most in the life of Nigerians. What we have to do, I don't blame them. That's the only tool they have. They cannot go on the street.
Strike is the only tool.
That's the only tool they have. They can't go to the streets and attacking government offices. No, the highest tool they have is
to negotiate with the government.
Yes.
Strike.
And Mr. Mike, look,
that's what the government can listen to.
Mr. Mike needs to tell me what.
That's what can call them to order.
Mr. Mike, tell me what ASUU has again. Can they lock up the school system? They can't lock up the school. The school belongs to the government. They can't close down the classroom, everything. So the only thing is to withdraw their services. If you are not able to listen to us, that's only true. So that's because the kind of government we have, they are not responsible to Nigerians. That's why ASUU, it may be help. Otherwise, they should have reached a common ground. There are always way of certain issues. When you have somebody has serve a notice to you of impending disagreement that can lead to strike, you call the party to roundtable discussion. I believe to judge you will reach a common ground that will avert the strike. Because the people we have, they are not listening to us. They don't have our audience. They are not there by our vote. They know they rope their way to the power. So that's why we are having this kind of system. So it's a blame on the kind of system that produces the kind of leadership we are having in Nigeria presently. So the system that allowed the kind of leadership to be coming up to power every time, not minding our interest, going head to return Nigerians, go to hell. They don't give a damn. They don't give a shit. That's what bring about this system.
Yeah, I thought before President Bola Tinubu was elected, especially during that electionary period, he promised that there won't be a strike in his administration. I mean, ASUU strike. He promised Nigerians and Nigerian students. Why are we witnessing it?
Honestly speaking, I'm not aware of many of the campaign promises of President Bola Tinubu. But one thing that I usually say is that the day Tinubu will lose my respect, the little one I have for him, is the day he allow a body like ASUU to go to strike for like all this crazy strike of 3 months. 2 weeks. That's what I'm saying. This one is warning. They say it's warning. 2 weeks is just. You know how many strikes we have witnessed?
9 months.
During the era of Yar'Adua, that was one of the best presidents we have. At least recently, ASUU went to strike 9 months, and that man was a former lecturer. Imagine. And the burden we are carrying up to this moment happened in 2009. What they are asking for was the promise Yar'Adua make with the ASUU since 2009, and up to this moment, the successful government have not been able to sit down at the one corner and look at it that government is a continuum. I have to inherit some challenges. So if I come in, this is how I'm going to solve the challenge. You know that the challenge is there. They will always come back. Every successful government that come in, they will still come back to. You will inherit, as you inherit, some money. You also inherit some debt. You also inherit challenge. So when you are preparing to become a governor or a president, you prepare to inherit all the challenge. So not to come and be telling us that maybe
You are not the one that caused it. Of course, you know about all these things. You inherit it together. When your father died, if there is a debt, you inherit it. If there is a property, you inherit it. Sometimes you even inherit costs. That can last for generations. So there is no any excuse for this present administration, and I think this is the best area. I think I have respect for President Bola Tinubu that he know how to resolve a crisis in this area. When we talk about unionism and maybe labor of a thing, either by anyhow, you know how to handle it. So I wonder that he want to still use the same approach the past administration used. That what are we going to do now is that no work, no pay. This thing has not been able to solve the problem. You are just, accumulating another one. If you are able to bamboozle them now, maybe you give them luck. You are still postponing our challenge. Why not? Why can't we have a particular president that you see them that this is what are they asking for? It's not too much now. That make our university to be able to stand. Go and calculate how much is everything they are asking for. Ask them. Now they said they want to do one strike. You are now saying, let us have a peace talk. Which kind of peace talk?
Why didn't you have it before the strike?
Have the peace talk. If the federal government is asking them to have peace talk and they rejected the peace talk because the peace talk has not been able to yield a positive result. That is the issue. If you cannot meet all their demand, list what you can meet and solve it in this. Okay, this dispensation, this is what I'm able to do. Then in the next, maybe another dispensation, if I wait my second time, or in the next year, or in the next 2 years, this thing, there is no rocket science in solving this problem. They don't ask for money that they are going to pull all of them in their pocket. They are asking for something that will improve the educational system of this country. It's a very revitalize it, and it's very, very important.
Payment of arrears.
Yes. This is the same approach Buhari use. No work, no pay. And they keep quiet for about 6 months. 9 months against under Buhari. Buhari refused to pay, and they will definitely continue to be asking for it. Why not do the needful? That is it. So I think this administration of President Bola Tinubu, if you have chance to listen to us, I think this is the best area President Tinubu should show his sagacity that he can control crisis. This is the best place to prove himself and stop this problem once and for all.
Are they deliberately ignoring the demands of us or what? And when come to think of it, who suffer from these strikes the most? Of course, is it the government? Is it ASU or students?
The students suffer most, and ASU members also suffer because, like my friend, analyst said, they have already said that work, there's no work, no pay. According to former Labour Minister Ngige was so bold on that point to activate no work, no pay clause in the labor law. So if government is now invoking no pay, no work, no work, no pay clause, that means government is becoming arrogant. It's intolerant. It's indifference to the issue on ground. Otherwise, government is supposed to have known that when they serve notice of impending strike, likelihood of going to strike, that notice, you have to maximize the advantage of that notice within that 2 period or 2 weeks they serve you before the commencement of the strike. You call them to a discussion. Mr. Mike, before the commencement of the strike of this day, ASU has served 2 weeks notice of the extension of dispute. We call it notice of dispute. It has served 2 weeks notice of dispute to government that there is a dispute on ground. Within the next 2 weeks, we will embark on strike. Within that 2 weeks, government supposed to have called them in and open discussion with them and see how to advance it. But they will not do it because they are too outraged. Mr. Mike has said it. They are not responsible to us. They are not there on our mandate. They don't have our interests at heart. They are not responsible to us. That's why they are so arrogant. Because supposing it's our mandate that brought them to power, they'll be scared that if you allow something to happen, they will lose the election next time. They will not get that. Because it's not our mandate that brought them there. So they are arrogant and pompous. They are not responsible to us. So they are there as people who love their way to the power. So it is we, the masses, the students, and the ASU that suffer. Government doesn't suffer anything. If they implement no work, no pay, money will not go out of government purse to as to account. So that means government money is still intact. So the government don't lose anything. It is the students, it is the parents, it is the ASU members that are losing. Or maybe then the commercial community, the business community, who are the customer to the student. So the people losing. Government does not lose anything. So and then why is it so? Because these people in government, many of them don't have their children in Nigerian schools. They school abroad. So they don't care if Nigerian students can be at home for 6 months, 1 year. It's not their business. So it is the Nigerian masses that loses, the student loses, the ASU member loses, the business community loses. Government does not lose because money will not come out of their pocket to pay ASU. When they say no work, no pay, that means their money is in their pocket. It's the government cover. That is coming out of government. So government does not lose anything. So the masses, the citizens that loses are the one that government doesn't care about. Whether everybody loses, government is not concerned about that. So it's important that we have this kind of monster at the end of our year. Yes, that's what I would describe it. Monster at the end of our year, so that they don't listen to us, they don't give a shit, they don't give a damn. Something is supposed to they have something to mitigated within 2 weeks of notice of this food. It didn't do anything. That is when it's like commence properly. You are not calling them for a ransom discussion. It shows you are not a responsible government will avert this kind of situation. Yes.
All right, away from that, last week the president pardoned some offenders in the country, both the ones that are gone, that are not alive, and the ones that are still alive. But currently, the president is under fire for days. As we have it on the front page of the Punch newspaper, Nigerians are reacting and saying that the president didn't do well at all. He pardoned drug offenders. Why? Are they saying this because the president was once involved in drug related issues or that?
Why? Allegedly.
Okay. Mr. Mike, number one, prerogative of mercy or pardon, to grant pardon is the prerogative of Mr. President. We must understand that, because see, I talk from reality point of view. I don't expect too much. I don't place too much pressure on myself so I don't get broken down or get broken hearted. Pardon is a prerogative of Mr. President. Prerogative. It has given to choose whoever he chooses to grant pardon. Whether a convicted criminal or of whatever any offences. If he chooses this is where I'm going, so be it. It's like Jesus Christ on the cross turning to a convicted a robber criminal on the same cross with him, turning to him and telling him today you be with me paradise. Exactly, that's it. It's a robber convicted already nailed on the cross with Jesus Christ. It's the same thing applicable to Mr. President. He has prerogative of pardoning anybody he wishes, whether the person commits a suicide, commits a fraud or attempted murder, whatsoever he may be, must have been committed upon. It's his prerogative to choose whoever he wishes.
Easton said he pardoned drug offenders.
Yes, that's what I'm going. Can has not been convicted. Please. Pardon is given to a convict, somebody that has been convicted of by a court of law. Can has not been convicted of any offense. He's undergoing trial. So they must.
It's different.
See, people understand what pardon means. A pardon a convict so that the state will, Mr. President does that on behalf of the state so that the president will have the power to aspire for political office again. That's what the meaning of pardon. Otherwise, the president will not be able to stand for any trial. Stand for any election again throughout his lifetime. That's what pardon means. So Mr. President has.
You are aware he has been discharged before.
There's a case already pending. He's still undergoing another case. So government does not equivalent that mean there's another case hanging on his leg. According to God, Mr. Mike, government says he still has a case to answer, and now court has said come and defend yourself. The case will answer submitted by the defense counsel against the position. Court said no, there's a case for you, come and answer. Anyway, so Kanu has not been completed. As far as government is concerned, he has another offense hanging on his leg. So the prerogative of mercy to pardon is for Mr. President to decide who he wants. But morally speaking, and this is where we should be talking about Mr. President, because we should understand what this is all about. Morally speaking, we should now be hammering that Mr. President is similarly right for you to pardon drug convicts side of thinking about. But whoever he chooses, he has the power to choose whoever he like. A drug convict, yes, that's where I disagree with Mr. President. Morally, I don't agree with him that he should pardon drug convicts, but that the people that chose him, he has the right to do that. I won't.
Fred, let's get your reaction on this.
Well, Mr. President has power to pardon whoever he wishes to pardon. He has not done anything out of constitutional power he has. But people begin to, there are something that is just, happening in our conscience. It's not in the constitution. And Mr. President will not go and be saying that, okay, you committed a drug-related offense, as you know, cannot pardon you. Go and check people that Mr. President pardoned. You have different category, the murderers. I think people should be even be talking about the murderers. A lady that killed her own husband. And based on reports they have written, to Mr. President that so prisoner, they have now repented. Some of them now have admission in Open University. Some of them have acquired skills. They call it correctional center, not a death. Well, not okay. When we are talking about death sentences, how many death sentences have they signed in Nigeria? Our government has refused to be signing death sentences. Go and Google it. How many people we have on a death row? And our prison correctional center has always been banded with people on the death row. I don't know how many people President Bola Tinubu give relief on that cases, but issue of giving, clemency to the drug baron, people that want to reason it, they can reason it. They have points. 70 out of them, they have drug-related cases. And if I'm also in that side, me, I can also reason like that. Not them. But it's just a matter of conscious things. It's not that Mr. President has done something, unconstitutional. What he has done is constitutional, but on the moral ground and our conscious things, they may find him. And let me tell you, your perceived enemy will always find him culpable. That's the truth of the anything. The truth of the matter. You will always find him culpable. If I don't love you, Mr. Michael, I'll be watching you. Every step you take, I will find fault in it. But if I love you, even if you like, continue to be jumping like this, I will say, we're done. That is life. Then those that call our attention, Mr. President releasing some drug barrel, they have points. And Mr. President also that is releasing those people that have drug-related people. Well, I don't know, but they have points.
So does he have the right to stop Kanu's fire? Can he stop?
He can, yes, as a government, they can suspend, they can discontinue the trial of Kanu. That's not pardon. You see, Mr. Man, doesn't understand what pardon means now. That's not pardoning.
Now, I understand what you're saying, but he can. He has the power.
The government can say they are only continuing the case. Discontinue the case, yes. File for withdrawal of the case against Kanu. Yes, can do that.
Why has it been done?
I don't know. It's the president that can answer that. I'm not his postman. Maybe Bwala should be the one to. Yes, I'm not his postman.
Why do you mention Bwala?
No, I don't know. Is it not the
coming back to
All
right, let me go to the comment section as regards this issue of President pardoning drug offenders. Big Prince says that nobody can force the hand of Mr. President to pardon anybody.
Yes.
Mr. President has made his decision on that.
Yes.
All right, we move down to Baba Yaga. 2 years in office. Is that Nigeria's problem? To release prisoners for what? It is a Chima says Mr. Lajide, it's not everyone that the president will pardon. He has no moral justification to pardon drug lords.
Yes.
But you guys should gather the courage to say the truth.
But unfortunately, Constitution don't understand moral. That's what you are saying now. Can't you see the difference? We are talking, we are the one that, okay, when we want to talk about moral, if Nigeria are so moral, are we going to be in the situation we find ourselves here? The answer is no. There is no moral ground. That is that has always been the Nigeria problem. Do we say what he did? Okay, what I said, if you want to reason like that, well, they have points. But we cannot say more than say they have points. Even if we say he doesn't have a moral grant, but he has constitutional right. And constitution don't understand more. Yes, in the court of law, there's nothing like moral. No, what they see is what they are going to say. No moral. Nothing like a moral justification.
Mr. Mike, maybe you don't say listen to me. I said Mr. President has prerogative of to pardon whoever he so wishes. But I said morally, I don't agree with him to have pardoned drug offenders. I said this, maybe he didn't listen to me. I said morally I disagree with him, but on the choice of whether he wants to pardon, he has prerogative for doing that to choose the person whatever offense the person has committed. But morally, I think I don't agree with him. No, giving pardon to drug offenders. Mr. Please go back to what I've said. I'm agreeing with you. What you said that morally is wrong. That's what I said.
Even his predecessor committed the same crime, the same error. President Tinubu-Bwala+Umahi, after Nigeria pursued a case against Dariye and Johnny Nyame, we spent so many money. They eventually gave them for like 14 years. And what happened? Buhari came and released them. It doesn't sound well.
All right, which kind of pardon be that? He only pardoned his colleague. This is coming from KKK.
Okay,
It's your point.
all right, we have a right to it.
All right, we move down to Frank Chukwuma. Remember, Mr. Tinubu never promised us anything.
Okay.
He said his first administration we should start running.
Okay.
So we are now running, right? Yes, sir. All right, Abayaga, you people should go and see who Trump pardoned and do comparison with that of President Bola Tinubu. All right, David Okafo says, I am truly Okafo saying that Olajide is not stable with his assertion. All right.
Okay.
GOA says Wale Edun has hit the ground running. Daniel Bwala+Umahi, too much talk and talking and talk gents. Only serious revolutionary action will restore our
You
nation.
can lead the revolution. You too can come and lead the revolution.
Mr. Mike,
The bishop will lead the revolution every year. You too can.
Mr. Mike, normal issues. Okay, maybe okay.
All right, Abayaga says I want Play to come and defend his. I want Play to come and defend this pardon. Okay, maybe he wants to laugh. Abayaga wants to laugh. I think he needs some comic relief.
Okay.
All right, we move down to sunshine. Okay, GOA needs to slow down for that. Just all right.
What was my
All right. Let's continue.
Okay.
Right.
Yes, as I was saying now, prerogative means if the president have any whatever category of offender he so wishes to pardon, he has power to do it. And I was saying, constitution gives lacuna for not specified categories of those who can be pardoned by president. If constitution is saying that, especially these are the category of people that can be pardoned, I cannot be pardoned, then Mr. President will have no choice than to comply with that. But when the constitution gives open space of the category of people, any category of people president can pardon. He will pardon whoever he likes. And then we are saying morally, it's not right to in our own senses that so those category of people should not be pardoned. But constitutionally by law, by right, the president has not made any error. Let the constitution streamline categories of people that cannot be pardoned. It's like in bail now, Mr. Mike. In bail, if an offense, there's a category of offense cannot be bail, that's not bailable. The law stated this. Now this kind of offenses cannot be bailable. You have a point. So since law has stated that this category of offenses are not bailable, you already know that if you fall into such an offense, you will run through your trial until the trial is over. If you are found guilty, you go for it. If you are innocent, you set you free. Now other category of offenses, the law says you can bail this, you can bail your offender. So until that is done in the constitution that these are the category of people you can grant pardon to, this category of people you cannot grant pardon to, then it's then can then be holding the statement that it's 40. It is wherever that's not available.
All right,
yes.
Let's go to the comment section.
Okay.
Sorry for
yes.
Mr. Femi has made a vital point. A drug baron will also release a drug baron, but those who are innocent for better agitation and are still languishing in prison. Allow me, this is coming from Williams Okameme.
Okay.
We have Allow me Yusuf saying that Mr. Olajide is right by saying the president has the power to pardon anyone, no matter the crime.
Yes.
That's what constitution says.
Yes, that was yes.
All right, Nnamdi Owanusi this morning says OJ will always support his elder brother, the drug lord.
Opinion. His opinion. It's not Nnamdi Owanusi. Okay, it was not even insulting this morning. Okay, maybe if coming toning down with his insulting value. Once he said it's still within the law, you see, well, how can I support my brother? I don't support him. I've told you that he has prerogative of choosing whoever he wishes to pardon. But on moral ground, I don't agree with him pardoning. And maybe he listens to me. He's mistaking constitutional provision and morality. They are two different things. You can do some things and go scot-free under constitution by law. But unless streamline it that look, this is the limits of what you can go. If the law give open space for you to maneuver, you maneuver left and right, front and back, center. But if law has streamlined it and give example of a bail of some offences, the law says this category of offences it cannot be bail when you are standing trial. You must run through your trial until you know whether you are guilty or innocent. In that case, if you fall into such category of offences, you don't securely bail in the court of law until your trial is completed, whether you are proven guilty or innocent. But whether you consider give open space for you to maneuver, choose whatever you like when you want to pardon. Then do you blame the person for it? But on moral ground, we are saying morally it is not correct to have granted pardon to drug pardon, drug convict. That's moral ground. And then my co-analyst said there's no morality in the law. There's no morality in the court of law. This is the evidence the recipe is tender. They base their judgment upon. So if you are saying that it is moral ground, there's nothing like that in the court of law. So Mr. President is not. So let the constitution streamline those category of offences cannot grant pardon. Then if Mr. President go against it, then it can be very liable. But since it's not liable for anything, morally I don't agree with him to release drug convicts.
All right, before moving down to Daniel Bwala's issue, okay. So people feel it's okay to release the people that are actually harmful to society back into the society. This is Papa Yaga on this. All right, Olajide is asked me to calm down. This is coming from UAE. Now we move down to Daniel Bwala. Nigerians safer under the watch of President Bola Tinubu. That's what he said, and he mentioned some reasons why he felt or he feels Nigerians are safer. He said that there's no broad daylight kidnapping like we used to have it, no prison break or jail break like before. But this to be considered proof that insecurity it's on the good side. So security is on the good side.
Mr. Mike, every details Bwala has stated are not correct. There was jailbreak in under Tinubu. Jailbreak has occurred under Tinubu. As if forgotten, we are Nigerians. We are Nigerians. We know what's going on. We know number of hours spent in monitoring the information that's going on in our country. There has been jailbreak under Tinubu government, and there has been insecurity growing from one level of one promotion to another. It was under Tinubu we heard what's called Lakurama. There was no Lakurama under Buhari. The highest what we heard was bandits. Influenced men to Boko Haram. For Buhari to say that security was improved, that's not correct. I don't agree with him. Then on terms of safety, he's talking about safety in terms of what? Is it safety in terms of cost of living? Which has gone excessively high. By virtue of what the president did by removal of subsidy from petroleum, which is a good decision, but management of the farm was faulty, was not okay. So in terms of safety, he's talking about safety in terms of safety of life of this standard of Nigeria has worsened, has not improved. So what I should be talking about, so I don't understand his own concept of safety he's talking about. But I'm telling you that safety in terms of cost of living of Nigeria has worsened. Nigeria are not the living standard of Nigeria is dropping. Cost of living is higher, and insecurity is going higher. Safety instead of every other cost of item of living of Nigeria is excessively high. So the safety we're always talking about, I know his own parameter of defining safety, but insecurity has not improved. No, and jailbreak has occurred under Tinubu. So on average, I don't agree with Mr. Bwala on what he has stated. So that's my take on that.
Well, and did we consider proof that we have improved security?
Yes, when Bwala is talking, there is no ambiguity in what Bwala is saying. He's talking about security when he's talking about jailbreak and kidnapping. Let me tell you one thing. Bwala is doing his work, okay, but I will tell you what I see. Me, that I'm standing here. You see, we have not been able to achieve it. But let's look at it statistically.
Yes.
Let's go to Southern Kaduna. Relatively, there is peace there. Let's go to Southeast. Your Southeast, everybody know what is raining in Southeast before. Police are not safe. You are not. You are not safe in Southeast before. Police, they cannot wear uniform. I mean, the bearded soldier and display his head. I think all those ones are coming down. Now, reduced. Yes, it's coming down. I told you we have not been able to achieve it. And I've not seen.
We still have killings.
Yes, I've not seen enough seriousness I'm looking for
from the administration.
From this administration. But in its unseriousness, to some extent, I'm able to see some points. Go to Kwara State. I'm the one that usually come here to cry about Kwara. But based on some information that I'm having now, Kwara, the calm has been coming to Kwara. I don't know why Kwara State is so peculiar to President Bola Tinubu. That place was bombarded by soldiers everywhere, full brigade. And we have been seeing results. And people are asking questions. You people, if you want to perform, you can perform. See how you bring Kwara under control. As I'm talking now, to some extent, the calm is coming, is returning to Kwara. I'm telling you, that does not mean that you have achieved it. And one thing that I usually say is this: you cannot afford it that a bird should not fly over your head. But when the bird is started making nest on your head, that is when you have problem. You see, issue of insecurity in a peculiar country like Nigeria and the kind of battle we are fighting, terrorism, it has not been able to easy. But we still need more effort from our government, and I've not seen any seriousness. In a country where they are sitting down and negotiating with the bandits, with the weapon in their hand, and government keep quiet, I've not seen enough seriousness. That means they're still not being able to, they're still not new business to make sure that they uproot this thing. They make sure that they tackle the thing holistically. So I will not want to 100% agree with Bwala, and Bwala is doing his job. Nobody will say in Mama soup no sweet. Of course, yes. When Jonathan left the place, the song that usually hear very bad was that Boko Haram are technically defeated, but Boko Haram are still there. Insecurity, but it's a lie. We keep on seeing. In fact, security now almost. We know how many kings we lose during Buhari regime. Katsina itself is a no-go area, and the Lakurawa you are saying. That's why I'm saying you cannot. You may not be able to say a bird should not fly over your head, but don't allow it to make nest. To some extent, Lakurawa in the northwest in Sokoto area. I don't pray I hear from them, but sometimes they have been silenced to some extent. Not like when they started. When you see, Yoruba will say, these people, they will not say we back down, but it is the power, via power of the government that will silence them or that will weaken them. You can form your Lakurawa, but I break you. That is it. Your forming Lakurawa is not a problem, but immediately you form your Lakurawa, I deal with you. ISIS came, America deal with them, and there was no ISIS again. I pray we have a serious, a leader that will deal with our insecurity without looking back or compromising it with a political game.
All right, away from that, stop the marketing your country. Femi, stop the marketing your country. This is an advice from Minister of Works. My boy, is it confusing the marketing with the rights of citizens to express frustration over unwanted situations or conditions?
Mr. Mike, you have just nailed it on the head. Umahi is confusing the right of Nigerians to speak on the reality of what they are expressing, what they are going through, as against going actually to be spoiling, tarnishing the name of your country. Somebody who goes out and carry a drug and was caught in overseas, that is the marketing in the country. That's the marketing of country. See, they are giving the country a bad name that in Nigeria has been caught with drug, or you are caught with commission of fraudulent activities. But when you are in your country or outside the country, you are stating the reality of the condition of things, the reality of what's the situation of things in your country, the expenses you are going through. This is not falsehood, though, Mr. Mike. The reality of what's on ground, that's not demarcation. That's not the demarcation of your country. No. We are saying that the cost of living is excessively high. Insecurity is existent. ASUU is on strike. Okay, it's ASUU not on strike now. Is it the demarcation of Nigeria? But it's ASUU is on strike. Yes, it's not demarcation. When you are stating the reality of condition situation of things that are going on in your country, that's not the marketing of the country. Or might you know that. But when you are committing crime that brings shame and disgrace to the name of the country, that's the marketing of the country. We are talking about how important, the non-performance of the present government in some many areas. We are not saying that's not the marketing of the country. We are stating the obvious, the real fact that of what is going on, and we are saying the fact, and we cannot be throwing. Thank God, this is the problem we have. You don't get, you the anchorman, you don't get your voice to speak in a particular direction of how things should be solved. We are saying what we are expressing. So the reality of what is on ground, the what is on ground, what you are saying is not demarketing the country, but it's when you go out and commit crime against the state, bring shame to the name of God. That's where you demarket the country.
Are we truly demarketing the country? Should we keep promoting the country when, even when we know that insecurity, corruption persists?
You see, that's a very good message from a wrong pulpit. You see, Dave Umahi himself will also be part of people that will be demarketing the country by simply not being able to answer. Even if the anchorman gives you a question in a way that you don't understand, you can say, come again, or you redefine it. So even what happened between him and that guy, Rufai, is obviously part of demarketing the country. So both the leader and the follower, all of us, we are demarketing the country. When a country where their leader refused to give them basic amenity, they are also, the country has been demarketing already. You don't need to say it by mouth. When you see a madman, don't you know? Must you call a madman madman? Anybody that see a madman, they say this man is a madman. You don't need to say, if I see a madman and I start to say this is a madman, then that may too, may be too. I'm not okay. So it's not only the follower, like Mr. Lajide said, he should have come out and tell us the context. I mean, what did he mean? There are some people that actually want to demarket country. That is true of the matter. They are enemy of state. You will be surprised that in a particular community, you will see somebody host a kidnapper and they will be kidnapping his own fellow brother. Yes! Yes, we saw people kidnapping their own fellow brother and colleague. So they are enemy of state, but both the follower and the leader, all of us, we find ourselves guilty in that aspect of demarketing this country, and it has been long. When you don't take care of your people, you are demarketing your country already.
All right, in the comment section, Big T Prince says, God bless you, Mr. Femi, for being honest this morning. And the honesty is of the contrary. Yeah, what was saying? I honestly don't know if Femi takes some. That's before coming here. Yeah. How can you say we have achieved normalcy in Kwara and southeast under Tinubu? Kogi is currently under siege by bandits.
Do you know what? Do you hear what I say? Is there peace in southeast or not? Just answer that question. You know, some people will come
compared to what
I said. Police are not safe in the southeast before, and I said based on information that you do know that I'm very close to Kwara State. My own town to the first town in Kwara State in that is Orele. You cannot, it's about maybe 15 minutes drive away. So if I'm talking, I know what I'm saying, and I'm okay. When they are attacking people, I saw it on the news, right? I was not there. When I hear about killing in the Okede, I read it in the news. And when they also do the needful, when the government do the needful, I also read it in the news. And I'm saying what I read, and I say based on what I hear. So what do you expect me to say? I should say what I don't see.
I think you should.
I don't know.
Understand what is.
You see some people just came here. Don't turn this place to a battleground. I'm saying what I'm seeing. That's how somebody started really cause on himself the other day, because I said I grow up no hunger. What the hunger? I've always listened to people complaining about hunger since when I was growing. That does not. Let me tell you, to God be the glory. I have never jumped a meal when I was with my mother. Like I don't know how it's happening because we are so many. 8 in the morning you will eat. It may not be balanced. In the afternoon you will give kudos to every mother. May God continue to bless every mother. That's why there is no money. Even it is a cup, akamu and akara, you will drink it in the morning. It may be it will complete. Really, I've never imprisoned that I go and meet my mom that mommy, I will not even go and meet him before he will provide. It may not be balanced. So when I'm talking about hunger, it doesn't mean I'm not a born throwaway. I'm not a born throwaway, and I'm not a product of all this. What are we talking about? I'm told God be the glory today. Forget that you are coming here to talk. We know where we are coming from. We know where we are, and we know where we are going. To God be the glory. To God be the glory to everybody that are helping us. What are you talking about?
All right, thank you so much. Thank you very much. That was a very great one. All right, Olajide, I really appreciate it. Good morning, Suma. Kule, you're welcome once again.
All the energy has already even left from me.
Why?
Wow, you know, just standing. I stood for almost.
But there's a seat there. You can sit there. Mrs. Tina provided a seat.
Wow.
So you can sit there.
Maybe I forgot to know that.
Oh, you enjoyed your colleagues?
No, on the hot sun, yeah. Wow.
So what do you want me to do?
That's the sacrifice we have to pay for city stand, you know.
But what do you want the anchor to do? Stand it for over 2 hours
That's why
in the sun. You say your own and go. But I will remain here.
You will have a face cap. Maybe I'll go and get a face cap too.
I can remove it. You want me to remove it?
Michael.
All right, Combs. You're welcome once again.
Yeah, good to have you. Good to have me.
Stop demarketing the country, Kunle.
Yeah.
This is David Umahi on this. Are you one of those that have been demarketing Nigeria?
No, and I will never do that because I have no other country I can call a country like Nigeria. So I may have a dual citizenship, but how long? When did I even visit Cote d'Ivoire last? I can tell you it's been years upon years. So as Nigeria is now, we don't need to demarcate our country because all of us at one time or the other benefited from the country before it snowballed into the crisis we are having now. And all of us have to, nobody's going anywhere because I could hear some sectionists that saying they want to go. This is not time to, we first of all fix the country, then we will now sit down and know where we're going to. So I can tell you, Nigeria will be Nigeria. Nigeria will be great. Will always be great because we don't value the country here. But when you go outside the shore of this country, you know that Nigerian, a lot of people, even with the visa, they are rushing for Nigerian visa to come to Nigeria. Nigeria, as it is now, there are a lot of investments. They are crying out loud that they have not been given visa for them to come into Nigeria to invest. It's a very lovely country. It's we citizens that are really bad. So we need to change the narrative that we don't love our country. Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that.
Is there any reason we are demarketing the country?
I wouldn't say that. You know, it is the politicians that have turned themselves to, your Bible say almost alone. You understand? About the marketing, nobody enjoys that because you don't have any other country except from your country. One of the first things as a citizen is to put your country first in everything. But this representative will not let us, keep quiet. We are talking about one of the rep member representing Ifakojai constituency, in the federal level. We hear just now, there have been some investigation, being carried out by some journalists regarding their media in Ifakojai and Ojokoro. They went ahead to ask the market people and the residents of Ifakojai, Ojokoro concerning the performance and the what's it called? What's they to call it? Yes, empowerment programs and so that the rep member Benjamin Olabanjo has done. But and the market people are saying that they have not seen anything that he has done, of which myself and some other people over the years he has been representing the local government. We have been making our own research concerning this person. It's just as if we have a ghost representative in the federal level. And it was so sweet that these media people have to go and have the, the receipt payment of the amount that the rep member, asked for, which was given to him. I think in the, we have 100 million naira that he said he wants to use to get a solar, street light for the people of Ifakojai, Ojokoro. I have another 150 million naira that he said he wants to use to get, rice and so forth, subsidize this thing for the local government people. We have another 100 million naira for, I think they joined this thing for one within quarter also. The list of the money is always 100 million, 150 million, 100 million. And I will tell you for free after so much. And the media people extend, the interview investigation to the office of the rep member Olabijo. You understand? To try to interview concerning what the resident have said concerning all this, and of which, because of they have the payment, the receipt payment transaction of the money that he requested for. So they have been dreaming to let us go and ask person maybe why we decide the street in which he have fixed the street light. Maybe he has done one empowerment that the people did not know. In the news report there, you have it that the SP, I forgotten his name, that denied them the access to have interview with the rep member. You as imagine just assembly member representing Ifakojai in the federal level. Yeah, he's PA. Even yes, media person asked him, okay, what the resident said this and they said that. what is going on, and he refused in no manner, of which the interview or to get details about the what's going on was a deny. You understand? And that's what we face. I think it's that time a journalist needs to be going around the local governments, Lagos area. Sometimes I think we have to reduce hand on the federal level now, and let's start checking our local government. Let's see, checkmating them. That, okay, so money have been collected. You meet ICPC and say we have this budget that this local government chairman has collected this, assembly member have collected this. He claimed the money is for this and for that, and we have not seen this. And to be true, the people of Ifakojaye, Ojokoro has come out to say that what they have not seen any street lights, any solar light over 2-3 years now that this person has been in power. So all those money, and there have not been any empowerment of any change to subsidize. The one that we have witnessed, I think twice now, 3 times now, is by the local government chairman, Usman Amzat Usman. That is the local government chairman of Ifakojaye. We have done several who subsidize, this import of Ifakojaye. Even those in Ogun State benefited, which I think some other media came to cover. And we have seen the one of the representative House of Assembly, Ifakojaye, Adewale Temitope, currently the majority of the House of Assembly now. And he has done several empowerment in type of education initiative and the likes of them. But Benjamin, the reverse is the case. And I believe now, by now, the people of Ojokoro Ifakojaye should have stormed his office to demand, you understand.
I hope you will share this program to them.
Of course, I will
share it to them so that
of course,
cut your own side and send to them.
Yes, of course, it's very, very important. Mr.
He has been saying that since, and I really concur with him. These are the things, these are the movement we have been looking for from the citizen, not just come in and criticize. Let's swing into action. It's our morning.
Security is Nigeria safer under President Bola Tinubu, says Daniel Bwala. Your reaction, sir?
But I can say as it is now, the president is trying his best as it is for him to tame the insecurity. You know, when he's taming one is rising. That is why it may not be kinetic issue approach this time around. It may just be, intelligently approach on the sense that let's know who are the sponsors of these people. Once you get the sponsors, you've turned them up when the fund is no more flowing. When the fund to buy submarine, to buy jet, to buy this thing, to buy all the equipment they are using to terrorizing us. When the fund is no more there, that means you bring them down, and the president is good to go with the military on the ground to just force them out, and finish the job for them. But as it is now, they are mold, and those mold may come from the sponsor, and you will not even know when they will strike, and they will just come in, and you see, what I'm just saying is Mr. President still have a lot of work to do, and he still have a lot of intelligence work to embark on, because as it is now, we don't know who we are dealing with. We are just people. We just gathered ourselves and say we are nations, but there are some people that don't want this country to be okay. And we can say it's from the northern aspect, northern area, and we need to say it loudly. When last did all this elder from the northern elder come together and put an end, and just come for a meeting and put an end to this insecurity in their domain? Because the insecurity is their domain, is what is snowballing into the insecurity in the south here. Because all these people, I was even coming this morning, majority of these boys, they are just riding Okada. They are taking the Okada from from north there, bringing it down here. Lagos now, as it is not safe. I'm saying it.
No.
Lagos is not safe. Let me tell you, those guys riding those bicycle, those riding bike, they can do and undo, and they go scot free. And I always tell you, when they kill one guy in Oluwale here, what happened? They came in multiples, and they killed, and they left. I have to just give them info. They should go to Okera where they assemble and start profiling them. You don't know people that you don't profile. They're just coming. You don't know whether it's an ex Boko Haram, is an ex criminal. They will just bring bike,
through the the truck that they use with to bring in cow, to bring this thing to Lagos. And you see, that's why I will always give it to Wike, a proactive governor when he was in power. Then it was I think during that coronavirus, they were bringing cow into Wike's land, and Wike was telling them, don't attach human being among the cow, don't attach human being with the cow. Let us see the only cow that you are bringing into rivers. But as it is our leaders need to be proactive. The government in power in Lagos now needs to be proactive. That's what I'm saying.
I want to you see, I can't say concern about other states in Nigeria concerning the insecurity going on there. And I believe that is why the governors of every state, just like Lagos State, I want to, the point is Lagos State as of now, Lagos State is safe. And I know myself and my people, we conduct a research concerning how safe Lagos is, what are the scenarios. But I got to know, we have to give kudos to the Lagos State Task Force. You understand? I think the person who's at CSP, Adetayo Akele, who is the chairman of Lagos State Task Force, have been doing tremendously well concerning the safety of Lagosians. And I will tell you for free, when you notice any default somewhere, or there's some gathering in, as you said, in Okeda and some other place, or you feel that in your community you are not safe, this is some people into drugs and so, I will tell you for free, you have the tax force, Lagos State Task Force number. When you call it, they will pick it immediately and they will come to your rescue immediately. It is not about bragging or marketing for anybody, but I will tell you for free, Lagos State has been more safe since the emergence of the current Lagos State CSP, Adetayo Akele, the chairman of Lagos State Task Force Police now. You understand? So when you have, as you say, when you see something, say something, the safety of the state is in the hands of everybody. Mr. Kunle, when you notice anything, even though you are not staying there, you just pass by a place, I know that maybe there's a foul play there.
My brother.
You understand? I'm telling you for free now.
My brother.
Try to call their number.
Don't let
they
us.
will come to you.
Don't let us.
And everything will be actually fine. You understand?
Don't let us support what we need to call out this.
No, this is what I've seen, I've witnessed. You understand? As a witness.
This street alone, this street we are looking at, all it is 12 o'clock, it is 11:30. Okay. It's always a dark place there. That means we need and they buggle my wife shop there at night, and you are telling me there's security. Wait. Go on. I'm calling. What I'm doing now, I'm trying to let the government in Alausa be aware. I'm helping them with their job. I'm just like an informant of what is going on in my domain. Okay. See something, say something.
So now we tell you for free, Mr. Kunle, this place that we have from here is under Ikeja local government, under Faliki, and also under wait. That is why we have different local government. Please, we have this under Ikeja. Odunbakunde, or what's his name? Odunbaku Abi, what's it called? Ojodu local government chairman. This Ogba at night, there's no light here. You understand? That means we need a street light. So when we have street light and the lights of them,
can you let me speak? Can you let me speak?
Of course.
Thank you. All right, to the comment section. Allow me. I can see your message. Please stop insulting anyone on this platform. This is a place where people gather to express themselves and mingle with one another. Mr. Mike, please let everyone know this. Thank you so much, Mr. Olaomi. It's as if you read my body language. So what I was trying to say. Please. There are certain messages that are not encouraging in the comment section. No, I don't like disrespecting people. I don't want to do it. And please, if you want to make any comment, make it in a polite way. Drop your comments in a polite manner. It is not easy to gather people. It is not easy to come out and speak. There are millions of Nigerians out there that can't express themselves. It is not easy to come out. Please let us stop this insult. Let's stop it. You can make your point, without insulting, without abusing anyone. And I mentioned the other time that Mrs. Tina provided the seat. She's not the first time. She's not the first person that will do this. My former president, the likes of Big T Prince, King Henry provided $1. They've done it. So if Mrs. Tina is doing anything now, doesn't mean that she's the only one doing it. Big T Prince once provided $1 at my former place. place, the place I was working before. King Eddie also did the same thing. So please, if you want to make any point, if you want to comment, drop it in a polite manner instead of insulting people. I don't want a situation whereby we're blocking people, and stopping people from commenting. I don't want it. Please, for God's sake. Thank you so much. All right, Suma, thank you. I really appreciate your comment. Thank you so much. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
I'm sure they are